Good evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to our pre-cruise live, because it is almost cruise time.
Yes.
We are just hours away from heading down to the cruise port. But let's see what we got here. We got Dilly first in the house tonight. Good evening. We got Shaka, we got Crystal, we got Dale. Hello. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. We've had a tiring day. Tomorrow amazing starts.
Robert's here.
Robert, let's get the likes to 15. Yes, come on, guys. Let's at least do 15. Keep reading, baby.
Crystal says lucky ducks.
Yeah. No, you gotta go up. You missed a few.
Don't forget to subscribe. Charmony, I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Says hey. Robert says good evening. Dale says hello. Crystal says hello.
All right. Well, good. Glad to have everybody here. Yeah, we are not even packed.
No.
We're about halfway packed.
Yes.
But yeah, we're running a little behind schedule today. But that's all right. We got plenty of time. We don't actually sail till Friday. We're just heading down to Galveston a day ahead of time tomorrow morning. Get down there, get settled. Of course, we have our little meet and greet tomorrow, 11 o'clock at the spot. We already have James is going to be down there with us.
Maybe Rick.
Rick supposed to be down there with. God, my brain is tired tonight. Anybody else in the area that wants to join us, you're absolutely feel free to do so. James should actually be already in Galveston, on his way to Galveston. He was supposed to get down there today.
Yes.
So we'll be meeting up with him tomorrow.
Crystal says the spot is nice.
We've been there one time. We really liked it, enjoyed it, and I don't mind going back.
No.
I don't mind going back. Enjoyed the food when we were there too.
Yes. Try new stuff.
Well, just got to have that really good pre-cruise meal.
Yes.
A little pre-cruise meal. Go get checked into our hotel. Then we're going to head over to the cruise pier, Pier 21, or it's right next to the terminal. Tiffany's got to hit up the candy store.
Of course. I need my cruise taffy.
Need your cruise taffy.
Yes.
And then get ready for embarkation the next morning.
Crystal says, which cruise are you going?
We are going to be on the Norwegian Prima. It's going to be our very first Norwegian cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get all kinds of firsts out of this. First time on Norwegian. Prima, one of their newer ships. So looking forward to everything that we're going to see and touch and learn about Norwegian. See how that goes.
Yes.
And make lots of videos.
Yes. And Connie says, be sure to take pictures of the meetup.
Oh, yeah. I always have a form of some kind of camera on me at all times. Kind of part of the gig.
Yes.
Kind of part of the gig. But yeah, I'll have pictures, take pictures. Of course, I'm only going to post any pictures or videos if they agree to have them posted. So I do want to say that up front too. You know, if whoever's there does not want to be posted on the internet, they won't be. Hey, there he is.
Did I hear my name? Laugh out loud. What the heck? Galveston, 28 degrees when I arrived today.
Yeah, we were wondering if you'd made it down there and arrived safely and everything like that. So good to know you're there. Yeah, 28 degrees, not super warm in Texas right now. Tomorrow afternoon is supposed to be better.
But Friday we've got another cold front.
Yeah, then another cold front comes in on Friday. But hey, Friday we're embarkation. We're getting on the ship and we are heading south. We should be heading for the warm.
Yes. Crystal says she looks forward to the reviews. Bruce says hi, have fun on NCL.
I think we've never not had fun on a cruise. So, and I'm looking forward. I'm gonna test a few things out. I'm gonna take a look at some of what NCL does for their, free at sea packages. Their drink package, how does that compare? Because, they put the extra service charge on it, even though it's free at sea, they pre-service charge you for that drink package. So is it worth it? At least, is it worth it to us? We get 150 free minutes of internet each. So with that, I'm going to see how long that lasts. So we have not actually purchased any type of internet package beyond what they're giving us free at sea. So we'll probably have a live embarkation day video while we're still in town. And I have pre-recorded videos to play over the week while we're gone.
Yes.
But you may not hear a whole lot from us while we're out and about, unless that 150 minutes is just going to last us 7 days. But I'm thinking probably not. We also got one specialty dining while we're on board the ship. So we're going to at least be checking out one of the specialty restaurants on NCL. So I think it's going to be good. We're going to have videos, reviews, and all of that good stuff that goes along with it. We're going to Mr. Sancho's for the very first time ever in Cozumel. I know a lot of people have asked us about Mr. Sancho's, so we're going to be checking that out. And then we're going to go down and hug some sloths.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
So it should be a really great cruise. Hopefully the weather is great once we get south and it'll be warm again and get some rest and some relaxation in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, I need a nap. Chica says, hello, everyone. I always pack at the last minute. Yes. We are notorious for that,
Yes.
which is why we forget things.
Every cruise.
The joke tonight was, what are we going to forget this time?
We've already been like, okay, did I pack this? Did I pack this? I made sure I put my glasses somewhere where I know they will go with me. You got your hairbrush. I packed pants this time, but it'll still be something.
Yes.
It still will be something.
I have put the hairbrush in the travel bag and it stays there. It never comes out until we're traveling.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, but you never know. Speaking of that, we got to pack our towels.
Oh, yeah. We need towels.
It's a good thing no one said something. We almost went without towels.
Yes. Crystal says, interesting about the drink thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
James says, yes, it was -2 wind chill in Cincinnati when I left this morning, so a little better.
It's like, yeah, that's almost like a heat wave.
Yeah. As long as you log on and off, they should last a few days for the internet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking because it's timed by minutes, you have to log on, and then as soon as you're done, you have to log off. It's just because it's in minutes and not in like data amounts. I'm just curious to know, would I be able to upload a video on 150 minutes kind of situation? So I think it's going to be a fun test.
Yes.
Be a fun test, kind of test it out and things like that. My biggest one is going to be the drink packages because with the service charges, I'd have to go back and look, but I know together combined, it was over $100 already for their free at sea drink package. But with the service charges, it was already over $100. We're not big drinkers. Mm-hmm. Tiffany doesn't really like soda. And the specialty coffees and things like that are not included in that package. You still have to pay extra for the Starbucks on board. So is it going to be worth it, at least for us? And that's going to be one of the questions. But we do have our Norwegian drink. And we talked about that last week. And I actually remembered this week, and I'll show you guys exactly which one it's going to be. I got a picture of it right here. So this is the one we're going to be trying here in Norwegian. I know we said the name last week. It is the Rebellious Fish, and that's what it looks like. I think that is going to be our testing drink that we're going to do on board the ship this time. So since the last time we did the Irish trash can, this time we're going to do the Rebellious Fish.
Yes.
Plus, I think the name is just appropriate drink that I want to try.
Yeah.
The Rebellious Fish. I like it.
Crystal said that's kind of frustrating.
Maybe, maybe not. Being our first time on Norwegian, we just don't know yet. And so, but that's going to be part of the adventure.
Yes.
I mean, that's really part of the adventure. You do have the option if you book Norwegian and you select some of their free at sea stuff, you can say, I don't want to select the free at sea drink package. You don't have to take it, which means you don't get that service charge. And if you like to have a couple of, cocktails here and there throughout the day, you want to sit by the pool, and have a couple of daiquiris, if that's your thing, then it's probably absolutely worth it. If you enjoy the soda package, along with those drinks, it's probably absolutely worth it. So it's one of those situations I just can't 100% say until we try it, but it's one of the things I'm watching.
Yes.
And once we use it and come back and look at our sign and sale account, we'll be able to say, okay, it was worth it. I think so we have to drink about $150 worth of Norwegian stuff to make it worthwhile for us.
Yes. Crystal says that's a fancy mini fish bowl. James says I have had one on the NCL Encore. It was pretty good.
I'm looking forward to it. I do like to try it. And like I said, the Irish trash can thing went over well, and it was so good. And heck, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? But we're gonna try to eat as many places as we can on the Prima. We're gonna try the buffet. We're gonna try the main dining room. We're gonna try some of the other venues on board. Like I said, we got a specialty dining we'll try while we're on board. We'll pick one of the restaurants, give that a shot. We should have a lot of information when we get back.
Yes.
We're going to Harvest Key. Never been there before, so
that's a first.
That'll be another first. It's going to be one big adventure. We'll have tons of video, tons of pictures. Maybe I'll just use the 150 minutes to upload pictures onto Facebook during the week, things like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. And of course, James is going to be with us, and he is Norwegian experienced. And that'll definitely help us avoid some Norwegian pitfalls if they are there.
Yes.
So that'll be super cool. And I did warn you last week, James. She has not forgotten it was your birthday on this cruise.
I took care of it like I said I would.
Yeah. You will know which cabin is yours when she is done. Just saying up front. Sorry.
No pineapples.
Yeah, no upside down pineapples though, but she's going to make sure you know which room is yours. And there's no stopper.
Got to try the Indulge Food Hall. Heard it's great.
Definitely got one above that one, baby.
That is exciting. I was supposed to go on the Viva, but had to cancel. That was from Chica.
Yeah, if we like the Prima and we like Norwegian and it's got a good vibe and everything like that, we're probably going to look at booking the Viva since she is coming to Galveston. And there is one other one, Norwegian, that's coming in between those two. I want to say it's like the Breakaway, I believe. It's also going to be, swinging through Galveston and doing a couple sailings out of here. So Norwegians feels good and is a good fit for us. We're going to have opportunities to go back and do it again.
Love the Indulge Food Hall. Now, is that the one where you go and they've got all kinds of different things?
I think so. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one with the menu. And is that the one that's open 24 hours a day? Because I did see that one is supposed to be open 24 hours a day. And that I'm hoping is absolutely true because you never know when I might just want a snack.
Yes.
And that was one of the big draws of Princess Cruise Lines, the International Cafe, being able to get something.
And our sleep cycles are so screwed up right now. We'll be up at 3:00 in the morning looking for food.
Yeah, I'm always looking for food.
Crystal says, anything special you're really looking forward to doing on this cruise? The sloths.
Oh, good. There it is. Hugging sloths. I knew she was going to say that one.
Yes. I've been talking about it, and we were supposed to do it on another cruise, and it got canceled.
No, we couldn't book it.
We
booked it before.
Yeah.
It booked out.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
For me, I look forward to all of it. I don't know. It's hard to pin down just one thing for me. I like everything about cruising. I'm excited just to go. The first time I'm going to see the ship sitting at the terminal waiting for me. That first step on board and everything I'm going to get to eat. And the first time we get to walk in our cabin and explore around the ship. And even when we go to cruise ports that we've been to before, we've been to Cozumel, we've been to Costa Maya. We always find something new, some new adventure that's just always worth looking forward to. So maybe that's probably what I look forward to the most is what new thing am I going to see I've never seen before? What am I going to be like, wow, I've never noticed that before. And it has happened every single cruise.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have we been to Cozumel and it was what?
Still find something new, and we're going to be in a different part of Cozumel.
Yeah.
So God, who knows what new stuff we could possibly find to see and look at and explore. And
James gave his cabin away. Now I definitely know where he is.
write that one down.
Not sure if it's open 24 hours, but they have quite a few dishes to choose from.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact name. I did see one on there that said it was open 24 hours, and then they go to like a late night menu. But even on the late night menu, you could still get like burgers, a couple other things, some sides, a dessert, even late at night, which is
Bajarn says, sorry, I'm late to bar night. What did I miss?
well, we already talked about and showed pictures of the drink of the night. We're still stuck on Rebellious Fish.
Yes.
We haven't gone past Rebellious Fish. It's going to become a thing.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's going to become a thing.
James says, yes, it's my birthday, and he shares his cabin number, and I do drink champagne and wine.
Well, you will know which cabin is yours. Because you're 2 decks above. We're on deck 10. So we'll be right below you. That'll be close enough. Tiffany's going to be up there doing her thing.
Yes. Crystal says, thanks for sharing your adventures. New ships are always fun, too.
Oh, absolutely. We try to go on a ship we've never been on before. And for all of our cruises, we've actually only ever repeated one ship one time. So far, so good. We're doing really good about that. And even if it's the same cruise line, even if it's a sister ship of a class we've already been on, they're still new and they're still different and they're decorated different. And they got such, even little nuances are different on the ships that every ship is exciting.
Yes. Crystal says, I'm like living through all the World Cruiser blogs I can find with the Royal World Tour cruise. I wish I was doing that.
The World Drama Cruise, as they keep portraying it.
Yes.
Yeah, they're making it sound like so much drama is coming off of that cruise. I know the last one, I even did a story about it where passengers were complaining that remember that's the one where they didn't feel they were getting treated as fairly as other passengers. Other passengers were getting things that they weren't getting. And it really turned out that there were some passengers talking about pinnacle loyalty level crew members. They could get on and off the ship first. They could go to the front of the line. Well, yeah, they're pinnacle.
Yes.
And they had special town hall meetings. I don't know what that means still. But, they had loyalty get-togethers.
Yeah. And we've been to one of those before. So.
Right. Yeah, we've made a loyalty level here and there. But yeah, that's some of the fun and exciting news, coming off of the World Cruise. Then they had the rain, water coming in on like deck 12. They've had an adventure. They are having an adventure, but I bet the seasoned cruisers, the longtime cruisers are probably just having a blast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I mean, we were on Voyager of the Seas, and there was, when the ship tilted over to the side due to that wind and all that kind of stuff, there was water up on deck 11 down by the buffet, and it was all coming inside. And at that point, you're just walking through it going, hey, look, water. Just keep right on going.
Yeah. And you could tell who the seasoned cruisers were walking through it. And then the first timers were like, oh, my God.
Unfortunately, screaming, wearing life vests and running across the deck. Yeah. Not picking on a first-time cruiser, but yeah. You know who's like, oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
And then the others are like, and it's definitely not our first cruise, and all the pool water has come out of the pool. So,
but even being a seasoned cruiser, it's a little nerve-wracking because
that's because Tiffany said, got up and headed right for the water. I'm like, where are you going?
James says, I think you are thinking of the local. It's open 24 hours a day.
That very well could be the name of it. Like I said, I looked at it a couple weeks ago. I just remember 24 hours and burgers. Mm. That's what I really remember about that.
And then, are you talking about Seascape on the 20th?
Where do you see that?
Bajarn. Right under, I think you're thinking of local.
Am I thinking about the Seascape?
Bajarn is asking, are you talking about Seascape on the 20th?
No. We're talking about Royal Caribbean's World Cruise on Serenade of the Seas, but the Seascape is coming to Galveston.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be awesome. And that one turned out to be such a funny story. I know we talked about it last week. You know, before last week's live, we were going to Miami to get on the MSC Seascape. Tiffany's work trip overlapped with that, so we canceled the MSC Seascape. Canceled that on last Tuesday. Told you guys on the live Wednesday that we had canceled that cruise, and then Thursday, the very next day, MSC announced, okay, we're going to send the Seascape to Galveston.
Chris thought it was all for him.
They heard I canceled. They were like, no, sir, we cannot have that. We'll just send the ship to you. That's my story, and I am going to stick to it. I know it's not true, but we're going to go with that anyway. MSC is like, we must have him on our ship. You know, he must. He's got 15 likes. I don't know if you guys watched What Every Cruiser Wants this past Saturday, but, you know, it's because I'm an influencer. I have hundreds of viewers. And if you watch Saturday's video, you'll know what that's about and how I feel about that word.
James says, yes, this will be a different ship for me too. Crystal talking about the world cruise, I think. I know, right? It's so ridiculous.
Yes.
Crystal says, the pineapple lady kills me. She must be one of the vloggers or something.
Probably.
Bajarn, no, it's the NCL Prima. Bajarn says, I missed the cancel. Sorry.
Yeah, that was something we did last week, but like I said, it pure karma, luck of the draw, the fates smiling upon the situation, whatever the case may be, pure coincidence, which is the truth one. But you know, pure coincidence. The very next day, they were like, MSC Seascape going to Galveston, going to home port in Galveston. I was like, okay.
I got home from work and he was standing on the front porch going, you're never going to believe this.
It was such a funny coincidence. It was hilarious.
James is thinking, the pineapple lady. Crystal says, let's get the likes to 20. Thank you.
That's right, because we are influencers.
James says, yes, folks, let's hit the like button. Crystal says she just likes pineapples, not a swinger. She liked the grandma of the world cruise.
I'm not a swinger. That's a horrible problem because I actually like pineapples. I like to eat pineapples. But yeah, you can't even buy a Hawaiian shirt with pineapples on anymore and wear it on the cruise because you're automatically, could be possibly mistaken for a different lifestyle. At least they didn't make it like cruise anchors or something like that, because then our whole channel logo would we would be all kinds of trouble.
Connie says, spike the likes.
Yes, everybody, thank you if you hit the like button. We do really appreciate it. I know I am horrible about even remembering to suggest it, so I'm glad y'all do. It does actually help. It does help YouTube push, the video and show it to other people and things like that. And I know that's supposed to be important, but
we just get on here and start having fun.
Yeah, I just get on here and start having fun and enjoy the conversation. And honestly, the rest of it just goes whoop in one ear and right out the other.
Jen says, every Saturday morning, the first thing I do is look for video. I laugh a lot.
Yeah, those people they're crazy. Some of the stuff that they write, some of the stuff that they comment, some of the stuff that I don't know how their brains process some of the stuff that they do. They pay all their money for their vacation, they get on the ship, and then they just write the wackiest things that it's like, why are you even paying attention to this? You're on vacation.
Yeah. And
this is what you're focused on. This is what you're going to come back from your cruise and remember and want to share with the world. And then they type it all out. It's insane.
Crystal says pineapples is the symbol of hospitality. I did not know that.
Until you turn the pineapple, I guess that still makes sense. You turn that pineapple upside down and someone's going to be hospitable to you. You're correct. I'm sorry.
James says, you are right, Crystal. Chica says, yes, I agree with you, Crystal. Jen says, it's insane. Bjorn, first thing I do is hit the like button. Saves time.
And we appreciate that. We really, really, really do.
Lenny and Geneva are here.
Well, good evening. Glad to have y'all here with us tonight. Now, tonight's show's probably not going to be a super long one because we got to pack. Got to actually get this packing done. We got to be on the road between 6 and 6:30 tomorrow morning. So.
And it's supposed to be foggy in the morning. So.
And Tiffany swears it's going to be foggy in the morning.
That's what they said. I think that this channel is awesome. Love the lives and the fun conversations. Yeah,
honestly, that's why I come up. That's why I show up for the lives every Wednesday. It's true. It's a fun conversation, and we just joke and laugh and share information and have fun, and I just don't take it all that seriously. No. You know, and I think that makes it better.
Yeah.
I mean, we get all the serious cruise news out during the week.
Yeah.
You know, those, I make videos for the serious stuff. You know, that's when we let you know that Holland America is raising gratuities. Dang them, Holland America. Then we come on here and we make jokes about drinks and fish and pineapples.
Yes. Are you boarding tomorrow? I hate the fog. No, we board Friday.
Friday. So. Yep, we're just going down a day early. We're going to have a little fun in Galveston and do a little meet and greet some of our fellow cruise community members.
Yes. And get taffy.
Definitely get Tiffany some taffy.
Yes.
She has her pre-cruise rituals just like everybody else. And taffy out of Galveston is one of hers.
Yes. Bjorn says, I'm jealous. Have fun on your trip.
We will have fun. And don't worry, I get that feeling. Every time someone's like, I'm going on a cruise next week, I'm just like, ooh, turning green.
Yeah. We've got friends on a cruise right now, and they're sending back pictures, and it's like...
I know, they just went a week earlier, so we're still mad and jealous. You guys cruising and we're not. I know we go in 2 days, but we're still upset.
Robert says, just have a safe trip.
Always.
Crystal says, what's your favorite memory of a cruise?
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
Ooh. That is a tough one. What is our favorite memory? I'll give you guys mine. Okay. And this had nothing to do with the ship, but it had to do with the situation. So prior to meeting Tiffany, I had already been on a cruise. And so we were planning a vacation. Now, that was 10 years before Tiffany goes on her first cruise. And I'm telling her, let's go on a cruise. This is why we should go on a cruise. I think we'll like it and all this other kind of stuff. She agreed to it. She picked Disney Cruise. So her very first cruise was the Disney Fantasy. And I guess she never really believed. We booked it about a year in advance. And it's almost like she didn't believe we were ever actually going to make it to the ship. She was like, you know, something's going to happen. We're not going to make it. You know, this is before she's now part of the cruising community life where she's like, we're going. You know, she didn't think we were going to get on board the ship. She was convinced that she was going to end up disappointed. Now, this is our first big trip together ever. So she just didn't know that I don't roll that way yet. And so we get to Canaveral. We're walking up the gangplank or the embarkation ramp. She steps that first step onto the Disney Fantasy and she starts to cry. And just cried. Because she had made it. And that moment that she stepped that first step on the deck, she's been hooked ever since. Mm-hmm. Been a complete member of the cruising community. So I say that's probably one of my best memories was introducing her to her first cruise. That way she could truly see why I liked it so much and wanted everybody to go. I say that's probably my best.
Mine's probably along those same lines because we actually had the kids with us and they helped decide that cruise and where we were going to go, and just seeing their faces and their awe and their excitement for everything that was going on, and them actually getting adventurous and trying new things and doing new things. So yeah, that.
You know, but then And that's probably my best, but man, we've had so many good ones.
Seeing whales break the water from our
Yes.
cabin balcony.
That is definitely one. I mean, just watching the ocean go by, sailing up, on the Inside Passage in Alaska, and whales start breaking the water. I mean, just right there off the side of the ship. Never seen live whale. Just those are things that will stick in our minds forever. We rode the tram up in Juneau. Was it Juneau?
Yes, I believe.
Where we went to the top of the mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juneau.
And we got to walk in snow. We're from Texas, don't see it all, but we walked in snow on the top of a mountain in Alaska.
Yes.
Memories, you can't beat it. I followed a live stingray snorkeling in Half Moon Key, and then we were at Rendezvous Key, and the stingrays came up and visited. Just wild stingrays. We saved a baby sea turtle.
Yes, that was a good memory.
Yeah, we did the Save a Baby Sea Turtle excursion and actually got to dig a baby sea turtle out of the nest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many.
There's so many. To pick one other than that, introducing Tiffany to cruising for the first time and seeing how much she loved it and liked it, that had to be my top, but there's been so many good ones that...
Yeah. Chica says it will be fun to put a face to a name for the meet and greet.
Absolutely.
Lenny says we want to go. James says we'll make room. Come on.
Yeah.
We embark in 21 days out of Tampa, North NCLJ from Jen.
And see, in 21 days, I'm gonna be jealous.
Yes.
Even though I just got back.
Crystal said I'd be crying too.
Yeah, you can get the best. Let me rephrase that because I can't speak for everybody. I always like to point out, but we have some of the best memories of cruising. And I mean, and I've said it before too, we don't even really buy each other gifts or presents anymore. We buy each other experiences. And at this point, you can buy material things and they end up in the closet and you forget what they even were a couple years ago. But now we sit here and we got to pick the best memory, and it's like, oh God, there's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one. For us, that's what cruising has brought to us.
Yes. James says it will be fun for all of us to be on a group cruise. I am looking forward to that group cruise.
Yep, 2026, September-ish. 2026 is where we're looking. Just waiting for Carnival to release those itineraries, so we can do the final selection and start the booking process.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'm determined that 2026 cruise is going to happen. Get as many folks that want to go on that ship. And instead of doing it through chat, we will really have a bar adventure. And we're just take over a space on the ship and just have a good time.
Crystal says she votes Alaska. Bajarn says, after walking through the ruins at Costa Maya, I sat down. A young at the top of a large set of steps yelled, "Oh my God, look at this. I knew I had to get up and climb those stairs. It was worth it."
We've been to those ruins in Costa Maya.
Yes.
They are beautiful. See, and that's another wonderful memory when we stood and just looked at it. It was beautiful and it's awe-inspiring. And then to top it off, one of the monkeys hopped out of the tree and ran over and was hanging out by our feet.
Yes.
Just a live wild monkey. So yeah, that one that's another one.
Yes. Crystal says, I'm trying to figure out a good ship for Alaska for 2025 late in the season.
I don't know that there's a bad ship. We've only been to Alaska on Princess. I really loved it. I love the way Princess did it. They bring on naturalists. They kind of make it, bring on experts to talk about where you are, what you're going to see. It was very educational. It was informative. Mm-hmm. But I've heard Holland America, they are like the Alaska experts. They do a really good job.
James is telling her Princess or Holland America does Alaska really nice.
Yep. There you go.
Alien Frequencies here says, hey, Chris and Tiffany, have fun on your cruise. Crystal said, wait, what? Oh my God, I'm jealous of the sea turtle. Yes, we did go out, and it's in September.
Late August, mostly September, October, and maybe the first week in November is the only time you can do that excursion, because that's hatching season for the babies.
And we did that in Cozumel.
And we do that one in Cozumel. Yeah, you just got to catch it in that very specific window. They keep it small grouped and everything like that, and it's work, because you're going to be digging down about 4 feet in a hole about this big. So at one point, your legs are pretty much just sticking out of this hole because you're down there digging. But when you pull out that baby sea turtle and he's kicking and ready to go, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Chica says, cheers to the chat at the bar.
Absolutely.
Crystal says, thanks, James. Connie says, I'll be in Cozumel the same day as you two, but I won't be going to Mr. Sancho's. I'm on the Celebrity Ascent. If you see some gray-haired lady waving at you from a distance, it might be me.
Well, especially if I don't know where the Celebrity Ascent is going to dock in Cozumel, but it's possible. We should, and I say should, that doesn't mean it's true, be docking at the downtown pier. That's normally where I see the NCL ships. I have seen celebrity ships docking with Royal Caribbean, but I've also seen them docking at downtown. So there is a very real possibility we could be able to run into each other while we're there.
Alien Frequency says, the elation was awesome, by the way. We ran into an old friend crew member from several cruises ago, which was a highlight. We held giant stingrays, ate too much food, and spent too much money.
But you got a wonderful memory from it.
Yes, you do. Jarn says the monkeys just threw stuff at us.
Yeah, and our friends that are cruising right now actually just went on that excursion and said the monkeys were in the trees, but no monkeys came down.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, we just get absolutely lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how it happens. I'm just assuming that the cruise gods, I'm in their good graces at the moment. We've had such weird luck where we've done excursions and been the only ones on the entire excursion before. Weird things like that. So we end up on some kind of VIP excursion tour because nobody else booked it. No one else showed up. We've had that happen snorkeling and a couple other ones. And it's just been like, well, since it's just you guys, we're going to show you everything.
Yeah.
And the monkeys and some of that other stuff, it's just weird how it happens occasionally.
Crystal says, you have a playlist of Princess. I'm going to draw a bubble bath and binge those tonight.
Yep, I have the Discovery Princess ones, and I liked the Discovery Princess. It was our second Princess cruise. I liked it.
I did too.
I would do Princess again, and I definitely would do Princess in Alaska again.
Mm-hmm.
I got to try some of the other ones in Alaska just to be able to compare, but Princess did a really good job. Loved it.
Yes.
And I like Princess Cruise Lines.
And they bring the puppies on.
Oh, yeah. See, on Princess, they brought sled puppies on board the ship in the atrium.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to hang out with some puppies for a little while. I forgot about the puppies.
Yeah. Bajarn says, I think this group would be a blast at a real bar. I think so.
I think we'd have a blast on a cruise ship together. I could just see a week of laughing and having fun and people just doing their thing. And that's why I'm really excited for the group cruise. Looking forward to just getting everybody out there who can possibly get out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if it turns out to be a huge success, we'll do it again.
Yeah. No monkeys for me.
It was one of those experiences where he just decided he was going to be there.
Yeah.
He or she, but the monkey decided he was going to be there. And it's like, okay, now we've seen a monkey up close.
Connie says, I heard we'll be docked near Senior Frogs in Cozumel.
Unfortunately, there's multiple Senior Frogs in Cozumel. There's one in the Royal Caribbean port, and there's also one at the downtown dock. And unfortunately, those two are not close to each other. They're not walking distance close conveniently. Carnival and Royal are, but the downtown one is further down the way. So, but we'll know when we get there. I'll look for the celebrity ship, and we'll be on the white and blue Norwegian ship, and we'll see where everybody ends up.
Jim says, all I have to do is find somebody that will hang out with an old fart single guy just having a beer right now, listening to you here. Listen to you here to you. Have a good time.
We always have a good time.
Yes.
I can just sit on the deck in a chair and watch the water go by, and I'm having a good time.
Yes.
I'm probably about to fall asleep and take a nap too, but I'm having a good time while I'm doing it.
Yes. Naps are good. We've learned that.
Mm-hmm.
We've definitely learned to slow down on these cruise ships too. When we first started cruising, we were trying to do every activity, every trivia, every show. And now it's like we mark it on the thing, and if we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't.
Yep. And if we don't, it's because we're taking a nap.
Yes. So.
Yeah, so that is actually, and when you're a first-time cruiser, you're a new cruiser, you haven't been cruising for a while, you're going to do that. I do it constantly when something's brand new like that. I want to do everything. I want to see everything. I want to touch everything. I don't want to miss a single solitary thing. And then I'm wearing myself out day after day. And you come home from your cruise, your vacation, and you're
needing a vacation.
And you need a vacation from your vacation. And yeah, we have learned that, you know what? We're going to do this again. We're going to experience this again. Ooh, let's pump those brakes a little bit. We don't have to go, 90 miles an hour. Relax, enjoy. Sit at the bar and have a drink. Have a fish drink.
Yes.
A rebellious fish.
Bijan says, add telling old war stories, and I'm with Chris watching the ocean go by. Yes.
Yeah. I could spend a whole afternoon doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely can. And I could still spend a whole afternoon going nonstop.
James says, yes, have a solo balcony and start every day with my coffee and donuts.
We do not have a balcony this cruise.
No.
No, this particular cruise, we went on the less expensive side. And we went for an inside cabin, which honestly, a lot of cruises, unless it's something special, we will do an inside cabin. I'd rather spend that money elsewhere. I'd rather spend that money on another cruise, with the exception of the ones where you just have to have a balcony.
Ray says, took an old man nap, but I hear now. That's okay, Ray.
I enjoy those naps too.
Yes.
Absolutely enjoy those naps too. Oh, you have a friend?
Yes, I have a friend.
Somebody's going to be upset when we leave tomorrow. Somebody's not going to be happy. But it's okay. They have full-time care while we're gone.
Yes.
So.
Well, you are invited to join me for morning coffee on the balcony. Chris will have his morning monster.
Yes, I'm a morning energy drink guy. Tiffany, on the other hand, will have a coffee with anybody and everybody. Very few coffees has she met that she does not like. And
I think there's really only been one coffee that I've tried that I did not like.
And when we go to some of these cruise ports, especially the ones she's been to before, she knows where the coffee shops are at to go and visit.
Yes.
Or she'll go find one. She can always find a coffee shop, and she will always stop. So whenever you want coffee, Tiffany's willing to go get coffee.
Now, we won't be able to go to the usual coffee stop in Cozumel because we're not at that James says NCL has Starbucks.
Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I have heard people say that it's a good Starbucks.
Okay.
So.
Nothing better than puppy love.
Except for his tongue is like
a mile
long. I don't know how he gets so much tongue in his little head, but somehow he does it.
Jen says, laugh out loud. My bullies, Bonnie, is checking out your pretty pup. Casting on the TV. She is intrigued.
He's oblivious.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. He's not done.
He's getting nervous. He saw the suitcases come out. So every time the suitcases come out, he gets really super nervous.
Yeah, he's quickly figured out that, wait a minute, I know what those are. You guys are leaving for a couple of days, a week, whatever the case may be. So he gets dog anxiety when the suitcases come out.
Yes. Jen says, so cute.
He's so something.
He's spoiled.
Yeah, he's something, all right.
So
4-leg is a baby.
Do you board him? No, my son actually comes and stays for the duration while we're gone. So
yeah, we do have a boarder, just in case, a backup boarder. But you guys understand, these dogs are so spoiled. They go to a place that like has puppy apartments, and they go and put little bandanas on them and all kinds of stuff like that. But normally, as long as someone can come and stay at the house with them, it's better for them.
He's a Shih Tzu. He's a full-blooded Shih Tzu.
Yeah, with his crooked face. Yeah, full-blooded Shih Tzu. Tiffany, when I met Tiffany, she's like, I've always wanted a Shih Tzu. I want a Shih Tzu. I want a Shih Tzu. And so a cousin of mine, she had 2 Shih Tzus and they had puppies. So he is one of those puppies. And I said, okay, I'm going to go get you your Shih Tzu. You've always wanted a Shih Tzu. So I said, I'm going to get Tiffany her dog. And I brought him home and he said, cool, I'm your dog though. I don't want to be her dog.
Yeah, he sticks to Chris like glue. So last time I left, I came back into the room and my cat was sitting in the suitcase. I've been waiting for that because he was laying on the bed and the suitcases are open and I was waiting to find him in the suitcase. So, and yes, boarding places are very, very pricey. It was costing almost as much as the trip to board them.
Yeah, it's expensive, but
it's worth it. They're pampered and spoiled and.
He said no. I was going to hand him back. He said nope. He's fighting me every step of the way. But I think we're going to get ready and wrap this up. Like I said, we're going to do this a little earlier tonight than we still almost made an hour.
Yes.
But we are going to get ready to shut down a little bit early.
Indeed, we board too. Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. They're like little furry children. You've got to... And ours are very spoiled furry children, so.
Yes. Dilly says, my 4 dogs, Chihuahua, Doxy, and 2 Shar-Peis, had a live-in sitter. Very expensive. I imagine so. Luckily with Dylan, we just have to provide food.
Yeah. Since one of the kids, he gets internet. He can sit there and play his video games. We put food in the fridge for him. And he gets the house all to himself for a whole week. And so I think the arrangement works out really well for him.
Yes.
And all he's got to do is walk and feed the dogs. The dogs like him anyway. He likes the dogs. And so we get really lucky with that one.
Yes, exactly. Jordan says, thanks for a great show. The time flies.
It does. It really, really does. I didn't even think we'd been on that long until I actually looked at it. And normally we'd hang out a little bit longer, but we do need to finish packing, get everything ready. For whatever reason, the water is off in our house. I think they were working over at the pumping station. Hopefully that's been fixed.
Yes.
If not, well, I guess at least we're going to a hotel tomorrow night.
Bruce says, be safe, have fun this week, like your channel.
Thank you.
Go to the ice bar.
There isn't one on the Prima.
Okay.
To my knowledge. I was looking for one. I don't think there is one on the Prima.
Ray says, enjoy your cruise and cruise on.
Got to cruise on.
Yes. Robert says, have a great trip. Chica says, have a great time on your cruise. Looking forward to your review. James says, hey, Chris and Tiffany, we will see you tomorrow at 11. Be safe, my friends.
Absolutely. We will be there. We're leaving in plenty of time, so we are not late.
Yes. Jen says, thanks for a fun show. Have a safe and wonderful trip.
Oh, no problem. Thanks, Jen. And particularly Jen and Crystal, some of the newer names that are in our chat. Of course, thank you to everybody.
Yes.
Our
Bruce.
What I'm calling our normal round table of cruising community friends are in here, but it's good to see some new names also popping in here with us, adding more people to our cruise fun.
I like it.
I do too. I like to see
lot.
New folks coming in here. Now, we should still be doing an embarkation live on Friday. We usually try to do that 2-3 o'clock. Once we get in the room, put everything down, we usually do that. So those that are available, but that's kind of an impromptu one that we will do that day, show you a little bit of the Prima before we sail away. As I said, I do have videos that will be scheduled to play during the week. They're just all pre-recorded. And then we will not be doing this live next Wednesday.
Right.
So we'll be back doing this live in 2 weeks, since we'll be out at sea next Wednesday, just so make sure I get all of that nitty gritty out there.
Yes.
Like
Bijan says, hit that like button on your way out, guys. And James says, thank you all. Be safe. Have a great rest of the week.
Absolutely. So again, thank you everybody for being here. Fun as always. Good conversation as always. Don't forget, I'm an influencer. Pineapples are awesome. You got to throw in some crazy stuff. Just wait till the videos come out this week. I just talk crazy stuff. They're pretty much all comment videos, and I talk crazy all week long. So it's fun.
Yeah.
But all right. Thank you everybody for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And like always,
We'll see you out on the high seas.
good night, everybody.